Welcome to the Tri-Cities Mixtape. I'm Dre Still Poppin. This is 5 a.m. freestyle from my new project, Hot Girl Summer Gone Wrong, third time's a charm.
Girl, you're the one that I need. I guess I'm down on bending knees. Hey, what I'll do to get next to you. Fucking with a beat, baby girl, you just fucking with me. Hey, it's Dre Still Poppin, girl, you know I'm still poppin'. I don't know when that shit gon' stop. Tell me this, tell me that, but I love it when you text me. Ay, fuck a girl, arrest me. Take me to your crib, we gon' fuck, but we besties. Sippin' on the Henny, drink it till it's empty, But you fine, I don't know if it's a sign at the times. You out of line, you just always cross the fucking line. But you a dime, girl, I'll change if you want to just to shine. You ain't mine, but I'll make sure I won't pull you to the side. To the side, to the side. Girl, you fine, girl, you fine. And you're mine, and you're mine. You ain't no side, you ain't no side. Hey.
Hold on, baby, hold that thought. I know that you're thinking that I'm out here fucking with these dogs, but baby, I'm really working on my mind. My brother, fine, never go.
Get my name on your hand, ASAP.
ASAP, like that, want that. Will I hit, will you miss? I get it. Red seats, gray Lexus, I want it, do you want it? Yes, I want it, do you want it? ASAP, like that, ASAP, like that, ASAP, like that, ASAP, like that.
This is Miguel Ortiz with
Karlee Miguel.
And we have another deep dive here with a young emerging artist from Yakima. This young woman is a producer, an engineer. She owns her own studio. She's been making beats for a lot of local artists and beyond for a few years now. She's also a pretty dope artist herself. She was already on my radar from producing for some of my rapper friends or rappers that I knew. You know, after following on her socials, I saw Homegirl made her own songs, and I was very impressed and kind of liked them more than the songs she was making for other dudes. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome Dre Still Poppin.
What's good? It's Dre Still Poppin. Thank you guys for having me, Miguel, Karlee. I appreciate it so much. Hell yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, I mean, I'm probably just going to start with just the basic, where were you born, where'd you grow up, and where are you at?
Yeah, I was born in Yakima, Washington, raised in mostly like Salah. It's like probably like 5 minutes away. Raised and then moved back to Yakima, so I've mainly been in Yakima my whole life, you know? Yeah, just grew up there.
Does every rapper from Salah talk about getting that juice or something like that?
Getting that juice? Hell no.
I would think so. It's such a good hook, right? I feel it. We got all these juice plants here.
For real, hon, you got treetop right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ain't nobody talking about juice.
I'm gonna move to Salah just so I can be the first rapper to.
Be like treetop. I feel like treetop jingles.
Yeah. That's money. That is money, girl.
You gave me a good idea. I'm gonna steal that.
I feel like any rappers that are in Salah don't stay in Sealer that long.
No, they don't.
They all end up going back to the
I just
city.
went to school there because my parents
Oh, did you
Well,
go to SHS?
Yep.
Yeah, so
I
did my
did.
mom.
So I went to school there because my parents like moved over there from Yakima, and then they got divorced, and then we just split up, and I went back to Yakima. But I still went to Salah. Even though I lived in Yakima, I still went to Salah because I had all my friends there. You know, she didn't want to, take me out, and I was like, I appreciate it.
Yeah, just for our listeners' knowledge here, Karlee, you're from the Yakima area?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I dropped a little bit of knowledge.
Yak,
in there.
baby. Yeah.
That's that Yaktown pride, born and
feel me?
raised.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
That's fire.
So you pretty much been in the Yakima area, Yakima
Been
Valley, I guess?
Yep, been there my whole life.
Okay,
Yep.
right on.
Yep.
What got you into music, and what was the first thing you did? Were you writing and singing first? Were
Yeah.
you making beats? Were you playing keys? What was your start?
Honestly, like I feel like music's always been a part of me, and I barely realized that probably 2 years ago.
Right.
I asked my mom for a drum set when I was 5 years old.
Oh, nice.
Had no idea, and then I wanted a guitar, and then it kind of snowballed after that, but mainly what kind of got me into it, my cousin, his name's Jose, he started making beats on FL Studio.
Oh, nice.
And he was at my house. I still had AOL dial-up.
Okay.
Right? So he was on my computer and he downloaded the demo version. He was like, "Look what I started making," and I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
And I thought it was a game. I thought it was just pinballs on there and paint.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he had another game he downloaded on there, and I was like, "What is this?" And he was like, "Make music." And I was like, "What?" And he was pretty good at it. And then he's a little older than me, so he's probably 18 or something, And I was like, what? That's really cool. And I just gravitated towards it. I had an iPod Touch, started downloading apps of beat making apps, loops. And then I just got into it. And then he actually went to school for it. He ended up getting into the art institute. Jose.
All right, shout out to Jose.
Shout out to Jose. But he went to the art institute, so he was actually doing it. And I was like, you know what? This is something you could do. And then when I was probably 15, 16 though. I didn't, I was young.
So what are you early 2000s baby?
No, 96.
Oh
Born
shit, 96.
Yeah, 28. Yeah.
Oh damn girl, you look young.
Yeah. Thank
96.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not that
No,
isn't
yeah,
young.
No, yeah. I get you though. But
Right.
No, I appreciate it. But I started. So he started doing that, and then I kind of followed in his footsteps.
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't have a laptop or anything. My parents ended up divorcing. That all happened. I wasn't really making music or nothing. I didn't have a laptop. I didn't have anything.
Right. Yeah.
But I knew I liked to do it. And then one day my dad bought me a used laptop that the speakers didn't even work.
Yeah.
So, but the hard drive was running so hot and the fan was about to blow up. But it was something.
Crazy
It was something. I ended up learning how to crack FL and learn it myself.
Oh, okay.
So hey, don't.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I'm
we
saying?
don't condone.
Yeah, we don't condone it. Now we got a little money now. We could buy it. But
does FL do a subscription service now? It seems like a lot of the DAWs are doing.
No, they still don't do it. You just buy it and then you
Just
have it,
outright.
and then free updates for forever.
Oh, nice.
No,
That's
that's
the
pretty
way it
clutch.
should be.
That's pretty clutch. Yeah. And then and then I ended up kind of dabbling into it more when I was 18, and I wasn't taking it seriously though. It was more just for fun,
Right.
and an escape, a little hobby. And then probably 4 or 5 years ago is when I started to you know what? I have nothing to lose. I don't have a job. I don't have anything.
Yeah.
I was I'm gonna just focus on beats and see what happens. I grinded for a whole year, perfected my craft, so to say.
I mean, yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And then I was you know what? Instagram started popping off, and I was let me make an Instagram and let me just start posting beats, anything, not even ones that aren't finished, ones that are just the drums, anything. And I was I'm gonna post every single day. And literally from that is where I'm at right now.
Where it all started.
Yeah,
was
where it
just
all
getting
started.
on
Just me
Instagram.
going on Instagram and posting it.
That's
Yeah.
that.
That's it. It's plain and simple, and now it grew into something crazy.
By last December, you were about to hit 26 million streams? Is that what the number was?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, girl, you did some homework.
Hey, she did.
I clowned,
She did
I
work,
talked about
you
numbers
guys.
last time, and she's like, I'm coming with my fucking numbers.
Yeah, she ready. She ready. But yeah, it's crazy. I never
Damn.
imagined that. I never imagined. Now I think it's at 35.
Hey.
Hopefully 40 by the end of the year. But honestly, I'm blessed with literally anything. A million I was fine with that. But it's just
respect.
crazy,
So is that collected just between the songs you've like anything that your name is attached to.
Yeah, anything.
I guess any publishing.
Yeah,
okay.
anything I've engineered, mixed, or produced.
Okay.
Or all. That's it. Everything credited.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's
That's
all wrapped in
convenient
one.
to-
Yeah, it is convenient.
Yeah, they have the metrics for all that.
Yes, and I'm like, this is crazy. I don't even believe it.
Because it was.
Spotify is really good at giving creds to producers.
No,
if you
hell
put
yeah.
in who your producer is, they get
It'll shoot-
just as much streams and creds for that.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Hell
Good.
yeah.
I need to get some more credits.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but so yeah, it's funny because I could have swore it was only about 5 years ago I started hearing your name, and from the beats I heard back then, I very surprised that you were just getting started.
Yeah, I was barely getting started, and like it's crazy because the first people who've like kind of reached out to me and like bought my beats, I guess, were artists from here in Tri-Cities.
Oh, right
like
on.
Hustley and like what is it, G-Lo?
Okay, hold on. What were the names again?
Hustley.
Hustley?
Hustley and G-Lo. Hustley's not really too into it anymore, but G-Lo, I know he's still popping off. And
Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to them. But they're the first ones, and I actually met up with them like a year later, and they came to Yakima, and they're like, hey, let's go get some food on some straight homie shit. And I was like, this is wild. I've never met like, what is it, the artist that I was working with? It's always just email.
Yeah,
so they're like the first people like I've met in person, and they're just some local rappers from Tri. And we were over there eating burritos at fucking the taco shop, and it was lit.
Yeah. Well, I'm used to being in bands and stuff and shit like that, to where it's all, it's a lot of just kicking it, but especially when it comes to a lot of solo rappers and shit. There's a lot of everybody's too cool, And I as much as I tried, I could never be too cool. I'm always too much.
Same.
Like I'm not. Like, if somebody just did, like, a dope set on stage, I'm not too cool to run up and fucking say, hey, that was fucking dope. What's your IG?
Yeah.
As to where, other people wouldn't. Or, again, I think especially in hip-hop or some dudes just, they're too cool.
No, there's a lot I met that act a little too cool, and I'm like, dang, like, it's kind of unfortunate, because I wish it could just be chill, like, like, we're all the same.
But me not being too cool to be a dork and express my enthusiasm for the things and the people that inspire me is what got me to fucking be here interviewing y'all now.
Yeah, I get it.
Putting your energy into things you love.
Absolutely.
And you get good things out of it. Because, somebody asked me, how'd you get to be on a fucking podcast? How the fuck does anybody find
I don't know.
Like, Karlee, how did you find yourself on a freaking Tri-Cities hip-hop podcast, right?
Yeah.
It's something you fall into, I guess.
It's just something that happens, you keep working, and next thing you know, opportunity. You're like, I have an idea. Maybe I should do that. It just keeps going and going, moving forward.
A lot of it, all of this happened because I wasn't too cool to tell people that I thought were dope that they were dope.
I see.
Yeah. One of my favorite things about the scene in Eastern Washington in general, but especially here, just as I've been covering and working and observing it, is the way that, generally the industry standard is that guy who's too cool, right? The one who's like, I'm gonna get there on my own and screw everybody else, and I'm gonna get mine, and whatever happens to y'all happens to y'all. Yeah. Because of the way that you grow up when you're from Yakima, when you're from Tri-Cities, when you're from Eastern Washington in general, you're from Spokane, right? Like, there's certain things that you go through that make you care about the community come up.
Absolutely.
They make you want to take everyone in your circle and say, you're all coming with me. And I've met way more artists with that mentality in this area than I expected to. I expected a lot of, I'm too cool, stuck in their own world type people, because that's the industry standard. And I think it is really special here that we have that kind of norm. Have you experienced that as well, working with, or getting requests for production? What has your experience been with the way people are in growing together? Yeah,
honestly, it's kind of crazy because, the bigger artists that I work with from, Cali, there's probably, 2 that I've met. Not met, but, even just through, DMs. I could tell, they're a little too cool, or they're, something. Or they're too cool. They're like, I don't pay for beats. I don't do the 50-50. It's either, and I'm like, listen, you may be up, but you can't be disrespectful like that. And I'm like, you know what? I'd rather not work. You may be popping, but I'd rather just not work with you if you don't respect my value.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I don't care how
Absolutely.
big of an artist you are, but it's crazy. Acito and Wood and all that. Wood, I've known him before the blow up, before the come up.
Right.
Super nice. And then Acito, just through DM, he's super super genuine guy. Like, he gave me 50 splits on every song that we've ever produced together, you know? So I'm like, that's crazy. And he's like popping. And then it's like, I never expected that. You know?
I'm out in these streets. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Shawty calling, texting me. Tell me all your wants and needs, I guess. We can be something. Cause I'm feeling something for you. Baby, you ain't gotta be rude. I ain't gon' do you like them. No, shawty, I'm not him. No, shawty, I'm not him. You can be my evil twin. Cause that past going with the wind. Tell me something, baby, before we can win. Watch that back, cause I wanna get it in. Say that she's down, so she backs it up again. So she backs it up again. So she backs it up again. She a savage. Say she got 3 kids with no daddy. Say she got a lot of heart with some baggage. But I don't really care, girl, I'll have it. Cause you a baddie. She a savage. Say she used to do shit like an addict. Say she used to ride the boat like a captain. Gotta use so fucking bad with some baggage. Girl, you a baddie, but let me have it. Girl, I'll have it. Girl, I'll have it. Girl, I'll have it.
What's good? This is Dre Still Poppin. This is Catered to You by Babyface Wood, produced and mixed by me.
I wish I could cater to you. My dreams change, I dedicate them to you. I know you think there's a we, but I know why you see no difference in me. Still either way you see no different than me. It's really just what it be. Remember times when you see nothing in me. The same nigga fell in love with the streets. They have no time for the G. The way you love is like this babe that I'm chasing. It's contagious. I pour this liquor and these drugs, what I'm facing just to face. I'm going, that's some shit that ain't gon' come back. I'ma break, get a ref, it's on me, then I'm on that, yeah. Quick on slick shit, you run up on me, you'll get toe tagged. You say you hope I'm living good, cause it's a lot of shit that could go bad, yeah. Ay, you got me, I got my back, can be my backbone. If I sit down, just hold it down, it won't be that long. I know it's hard to know me now. See, it's not hard to figure out. I'ma be the one who rollin' with you, rollin' with me, it get tricky. Still we rockin' till the wheels rolled over. You gon' feel me not around. So if I go, just know that I wish I could cater to you. My dreams change, I dedicate them to you. I know you think there's a we, but I know why you see no difference in me. Still either way you see no different than me. It's really just what it be. Remember times when you see nothing in me. The same nigga fell in love with the streets. They have no time for the G. The way you love is like this babe that I'm chasing. It's contagious. I pour this liquor and these drugs, what I'm facing just to face it.
I pour this liquor and these drugs just to face it. Looking at my son and I feel my heart breaking. Time's ticking, always feel like time's wasting. They want me in the cell and they got my mind racing. Fighting cases 3 years. I ain't even supposed to be here. Blood in my eyes, I can't see clear. No, this shit don't seem real. Wondering how would my team feel if I die before I wait. No. Cause I've been feeling pain for so long. I ain't had no other choice but to hold on. Cause I gotta let it play like a slow song. Just sing about my name if it go wrong.
I wish I could cater to you. My dreams change, I dedicate them to you. I know you think there's a we, but I know why you see no difference in me. Still either way you see no different than me. It's really just what it be. Remember times when you see nothing in me. The same nigga fell in love with the streets. They have no time for the G. The way you love is like this babe that I'm chasing. It's contagious. I pour this liquor and these drugs, what I'm facing just to face it.
Do you mind doing a little industry lesson here? What is a 50-50 split?
Yeah. So it's basically, like, let's say an artist wants your song and they're like an independent artist or whatever. Because Asito, he's like independent. So if they want to buy a beat or something, they could tell you, do you want an advance? Do you want like, oh, I'll pay you $300. You get no splits, no publishing, no. So splits is like publishing rights, royalties. That's the after money that comes in like months later, months later. You know, but it's from the back end. But it continues to come in. It's from the back end, right? So you can either ask for that or no royalties, or you can ask for a little bit of money down plus royalties. And that's when you just start negotiating with them. But I think the smartest way, which is like for the long haul, is like getting just the publishing part of it, because you'll end up getting that royalty money, and it's just gonna keep coming in for as long as people stream it, right? Which is gonna be for years to come. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just publishing. So there's like ASCAP, BMI, and then with ASCAP and BMI, you can collect mechanical royalties by connecting it to a sound exchange, or I think it's called, there's another one, you just gotta look it up, it sounds something, but that'll help you collect the mechanical royalties. So you gotta get approved for ASCAP and BMI, but it's very easy to apply and to get your royalties, but you have to have a certain like little number or ID number with the artist that you're working with, and then once they register it, they'll give it to you, and then you clock it in, register it on the publishing, and then it'll all come together. It's a little confusing, but there's a little YouTube tutorial, you know what I'm saying? But once you figure it out, you're like, oh, this is it. This is easy, and then you just wait a few months, and a little bag will be in there for you, you know? It's pretty cool. It's awesome, you know?
So, flashback to the iPod Touch and the looping apps and everything. When you were doing that, did you ever think, I'm going to be at a point where I know how to negotiate for a 50-50 split, where I know the amount of royalties?
I never knew. Like, I had to learn this all by myself, you know? Like, my cousin Jose, he never really, like, got into selling the beats and being out there, right? He kind of like, you know, started getting into some bad stuff, so I kind of strayed away from it. So he's still really good at making beats, but he's not like out there like me. I really wanted to be like out there, you know?
You know, like how Dr. Dre has a bunch of like people, you know, that are just part of the crew, but they'll still like, it's still technically produced under Dr. Dre, even though maybe he didn't technically program the drums or whatever, but he's got like a little army.
A little army of people.
You can get your own one of those going.
Yeah, exactly. For real. That's what I need.
Yeah, that's smart. I would like to, again, back up and maybe take it a little more step by step on how the young girl with her iPod Touch now owns her own studio in Yakima.
It's wild. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the way you're saying that, I'm like, who did that? I did that. I'm like, who did that? No, it's honestly crazy, because it's like I've been like so many like long days, long nights, just focusing on trying to do it. And my parents, like, they didn't understand, obviously, at first. They were not really that supportive, so I kind of felt really alone, which made me strive even harder to like prove it to them, like, hey, this is something. And even coming from a small town, it is very much possible to do it. And I just honestly just never gave up. I never gave up, and I kept going. I kept taking every opportunity that came my way, and now I'm here. Like, literally, now I'm here. And me, thank God, I'm very good at saving. Shout out to my dad for helping me, like, learn how to save, you know?
Shout out, Dad.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what kind of got me here today, because then I invested everything that I saved. I invested it into what I wanted, and like the equipment and all like the music stuff. And now, like, it helped me build to where I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Yeah.
I want to know, are your parents more supportive now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Now they're like, you're never going to get a job again. No. Like, I haven't had a full-time job probably in like 4 years. Like,
and you do perfectly fine just with beats?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, no, it's full-time for me. Beats and engineering, studio, everything.
What was the last job you had where you had to wear a name tag? What was that?
I worked at, it was like a packing warehouse, like a fruit warehouse.
Oh, okay, of course, yeah.
You know, the typical, right?
Standard.
Yeah, so I worked at a warehouse, and it was like 12-hour shifts, and It was depressing.
That shit's brutal.
It's brutal. It's depressing, and I hated it. And after that, I was like, I'm never coming back here ever again. I swear to God. And I think that drives me a little bit more, because I was like, I'm never going to go back there. I'm going to keep going harder and harder and harder every chance I get, because
the alternative is not worth it.
No,
for
I
you.
can't. And now I'm super blessed, to be in this position. It's just crazy that this is like my job, it's my full time,
Oh yeah, well yeah, you put in the work. I think a lot of, what the American Idol kind of YouTube generation is kind of tricked into thinking I just need to get, people just need to see me, and then it's all all it takes. And I'm like, no,
it takes years of the grind.
It takes years.
Just to be seen, and that's when the work starts.
Absolutely.
And you can become fruitful from it for sure.
Yeah.
But I feel like to be a really successful artist, at least have the right mentality as an artist, is to go through those struggle years. Or not even struggle years, but just years where you're not making it.
It's years of nothing. It has to be years of nothing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? To make something.
Scraping by and grinding and just thinking about the future. That's what makes it. That's what separates the real, I think.
Yes, exactly.
So what does an average work week look like for you now that it's fully beats and fully the studio and your own setup?
Yeah, an average, I usually have probably at most 3 sessions a day. I usually have 3 sessions a day. And mind you, so I have those sessions and then they stack up the songs that I have to mix and master. So I had sessions last week and now I got sessions this week. The songs are starting to pile up. So imagine in an office, you have a pile of paperwork you have to do. That's me too. I have a pile of songs I have to do now. But on top of that, I have artists I need a custom beat. A lot of people now, they ask for custom beats from me. That's normally what I do now. Custom beats are just send me new beats that you got. So I'm working on custom beats for artists. People want beat packs from me, send them out, and then I have to mix all of these songs. You know what I'm saying? So it's I have 3 things I gotta do now.
So as of right now, is Extended Sound Studio just a one-woman operation?
It's just me.
Oh, okay.
It's just me. But my cousin, I have no one. It's all me.
Push some buttons.
No, it's all me. It's literally all me. Engineering,
should we
mixing.
Put a call out. Any young audio enthusiasts wanna intern?
Maybe soon.
Area?
I was thinking.
Technical colleges or some shit like that.
Yeah.
There's some nerds in there who can fucking help you out.
Get some little kid who's just ghosting you. And
Or maybe talk to his thing, because you are an actual thing. Talk to the fucking school about, hey, can he get some credit for this?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Of working in my studio and helping me out and learning real world shit or whatever.
Absolutely. I was thinking that maybe soon I think I would be able to bring someone along, an intern, and not necessarily for free. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, my cousin has been helping me a lot more, with the phones and the DMs and stuff, and helping me with scheduling. That's a big part, because during the summertime I like to take a little more time off because I like to be with my family, and I got my nephews and all my nieces. They like to come over to my house and stuff. So I like to take a little more time, but scheduling is a big part that I struggle with right now. But she helps me a lot. And then also with my new merch that I just dropped, which I only have a few left. If anybody needs some, hit me up at Dre Still Poppin.
Get at it.
You know what I'm saying? I only have a few left, but she helped me package all of those.
So wait, let's go back to that while we're on it. You dropped some t-shirts?
Yeah, I dropped some t-shirts. So I had I dropped some probably 2 years ago, and then I have a volume 2, and I dropped it probably a few months ago, and I only have probably 4 shirts left. So they're hanging out in the studio. Anytime someone comes to the studio, I'm oh, these are your shirts. I'm oh yeah, we'll just do a little transaction right there. One-stop shop. You get a shirt, you get a song, you get everything. You know what I'm saying?
Get a little sign in your studio that has all your money ads.
Hey, for real?
Yeah,
right here.
Little QR code.
No, honestly, that's fire. I should do that.
Or make a link tree for all the money apps.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
For real.
Just a link tree and the QR code.
Whatever
Boom.
you got. Send me
I got it all.
PayPal.
I got it all. Don't worry. You know what I'm saying?
So what's the ideal dream setup for the future of the studio? Do you want to eventually have a bunch of other producers under the name?
Yeah, I do. My dream is owning a building and like making a whole bunch of studios in there.
Hell yeah.
And then have people just working constantly. They're always in there, you know what I'm saying? And like have like a membership subscription that people could just come in, like one fixed price at the end of the month. They come in as many times as they want.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So up-and-comers can come in too.
They can come up and like, you know, have a space to work at. You don't even have to have an engineer if you don't want to. It'll be like a free space. You can, if you know a little bit, there'll be a little computer there and you could just go for it. But like, it'll be a whole bunch of different studios in that building, and like also like maybe like a creative studio. There'll be like a little podcast area if someone wants to do a podcast. If someone wants to take a photo shoot, there's a little photo shoot area room. Like just a whole bunch of like
collective.
It's like a art collective creative building. That is my dream.
Because imagining something in that, like in Yakima, I mean anywhere else, but
literally.
in Yakima
But in Yakima,
what that
crazy.
would do for young creatives.
That's what I'm
is
saying.
Crazy.
And like I always say, like you gotta be like for the youth. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And what I always try to live by is like I want to be the person that I needed when I was younger.
Exactly.
I love that.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do, and doing that, I know that'll help a lot of young artists that don't have that setup, don't have that type to like get all that stuff. You can have it right here. You can just go, and if you need help, you know, you can ask for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'll be looking for engineers. Like, there'll be more producers working there. Like, definitely, like that's my dream, though.
I love that because like growing up in Yakima, everyone loves to say, "Oh, there's nothing to do here. There's never anything to do here. The kids have nothing to do. That's why they're always getting into trouble. There's nothing." And like most of the time, it's like there could be stuff to do if we just opened an opportunity.
Yeah.
If there was a studio in town that also had places for kids who were interested to come and learn their craft, then we would have that. But there's not really that many spaces.
Exactly.
And same goes for Tri-Cities. There's just not that many spaces.
There's just not that space, you know. And then I just think it would be so good for everybody. People that want to try and dabble in it, people that want to take it serious. Like it's what for anybody that wants to dabble in music, you know. But that's my dream for sure.
I love that.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So
copyright pending.
Copyright pending. No saying what. Nah. But yeah.
But so from the used laptop and the cracked Fruity Loop, what was your first big upgrade from there?
Probably my first big upgrade, because my cousin bought me. They ended up chipping in to buy me a laptop, because that old laptop hard drive failed completely. I didn't have a laptop probably for like 6 months, and then I was really sad, you know. And then my cousins and like my aunts and uncles, they like chipped in to buy me a laptop, and it was just like a normal laptop. What's good? This is Dre Still Poppin. This is Luxurious by Babyface with featuring Check Money, produced and mixed by me at Extended Sound Studios in Yakima, Washington.
My body got me feeling, believe me, you different with me, baby, see it's easy to tell that you was in my love, bitch, go to hell. I know you thought you was the one, but bitch, I got somebody else and she the shit. The heavyweight slime on them skits, that new nigga that you with, yeah, he a bitch. You know we could've been the shit, but now you hear me screaming out, bitch, suck my dick and blow it back and spin it all under the sticks, cause I'm a street nigga. If you know it well, you know he slime with that heat with him. Looking for nobody but the task, I'm on feet with it. Niggas hella scary, can't talk back, they let us stick this. I ain't have no pipe down on my ass, I'm in these streets. Listen, I'll leave nobody tatted on his back and what the streets missing. Chalk down, tape all on the floor, let the streets listen. Cause you ain't want to get knocked down for you not doing what you supposed to.
Baby mama give me all her chicken, she a whore top floor. With a bitch is out pussy, we got blower. I ain't there, but I got it, she got it, we need more. Model bitches sucking dick on the floor, kick a door. Desert these chops in 4-4. I'm tryna be that nigga rock poor, she in a Ford. It happen every time upgraded, these niggas bummy. Wake up, I don't try, I'm getting money, it get dark. Rice with the slam, get him smacks. It's a baby 4 fish with guap, we on the track, in the yak. Catch him in the body, get smoked, kid is dumb. Pull it on the ad, we on call, busy day. Ballers and killers, 200K. It get vicious with bitches, we really touching all this paper. Ballers and killers, 200K. It get vicious with bitches, we really touching all this
So hard every night and day, and now we get the payback. Trying so hard, saving up the paper, now we get to lay back. So hard every night and day, and now we get the payback. The payback. So hard every night and day, and now we get the payback. Trying so hard, saving up the paper, now we get to lay back. So hard every night and day, and now we get the payback. The payback. I'm like, yeah, baby. Summer's barely settling, and girl, I can't stop meddling about you. Tell me, can you settle in my mind, my mind? All this weight on my shoulders, girl, you feel just like boulders. Baby, I'm getting older and older. Feel like I know you my whole life, but I made you my whole life, I swear. Girl, I swear, 'cause she be fucking up the summer when she fuck it up like that. She be fucking up the summer when she fuck it up like that. She be fucking up the summer when she fuck it up like that. Like that, like that. She be fucking up the summer when she fuck it up like that. She be fucking up the summer when she fuck it up like that. She be fucking up the summer when she fuck it up like that. Like that, like that.
Nothing crazy, but it did the job, and I ran it to the ground.
Yeah.
To the ground. But probably like a year ago, barely a year ago, I bought myself a brand new laptop, gaming laptop with all the good stuff, the terabytes, the RAM to run it, and that was my most like I did that. Like I did that. Like I know it was barely like a year ago. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You know, and I'm like, cause me, like, you know, like my dad, like I'm like, I'll wait till I need it to buy it. I'll wait till I need it to buy it, right?
Yeah.
And then I needed it because I ran the other one to the ground. I was like, all right, now I'm gonna buy that laptop that I've been looking at forever, and I bought it, and I was like, hell yeah.
Is a laptop like versus a desktop? Is it for the mobility?
It's for the mobility.
Okay.
It's for the mobility because I usually like go like with my team. So I have a team called Extended Entertainment. And sometimes I'll go over like to one of their houses and I'm like, boom, we'll just bring the setup, got my laptop, get my interface, and we out, you know?
Yeah.
It's just way more easier to just get up and go and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
But I do want a desktop. I want to build one for sure.
Okay.
Down the road. That's another one. So yeah. Yeah.
If any dorks out there want to build
what's
a
up?
laptop or
DM
build a desktop for Dre,
DM me. I will pay you to do it. We'll work on it together though, for I can like learn.
Yeah.
You know,
I
definitely want to learn. I don't like to just like, oh, I have someone do it. Like, I want to see it. I want to learn, and for I could do it next time.
So did engineering and stuff did that come out of like a necessity of?
It did.
You had to do it yourself, or you didn't want to pay somebody else to do it?
Yeah. So I ended up meeting my team probably like in 2019 is when I met my team, and they needed it. And there's some group of kids that wanted to rap in Salah. And then I was like, who are these guys?
Were they the Juice Crew?
Nah. No, and I was like, who are these guys, you know? And then I was just starting out posting on Instagram, making beats. And they're like, you're fire. And like, did you go to Salah? And I'm like, dude, yeah. And then they're like, well, we need like a producer. And I right there at that point, I was kind of like solo dolo, just always in my room. I didn't really go out. I was a little antisocial. Yeah. And then I was like, yeah, like I'll meet up with these guys, see what's good. And they're like, do you know how to record vocals too? And I was like, no, but
we're gonna figure it out.
I'll figure it out. I had this little cheapy mic, that USB mic, you know, just for like I can like record little samples of my voice and stuff. And then I started like doing it, and I was like, and I hated it. Honestly, I hated recording vocals. I hated engineering. And then I started doing it obviously more often, and then I was like, I kind of like it. I was like, I started getting a little nerdy with it and like looking up YouTube tutorials and stuff and like the effects and stuff like that. And then I started down the road. I started working at my buddy. He made a studio in Yakima. His name is Jem. And he was like, you know how to record, right? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I know like basic. He's like, no, I'm going to teach you how to mix, master. And he taught me like a good foundation on how to do it. And then I kind of added my own little sauce, did my own little thing. I fell in love with it. I love recording people. I love engineering. I love mixing and mastering now. Now I'm such a nerd.
Yeah.
I'm such a nerd. I've bought so much crap for like mixing and making vocals sound clean. It's crazy.
Are you a vocal producer in the way that like when you're there recording the vocals, do you tell the artist, hey, go again, or we need more aggression, or try saying it like this, or do you work with a lot of singers at all?
I don't work with as much singers as I would like.
Right,
There's a few, but it's a lot of rappers. But even the rappers, I tell them like, hey, bro, I was like, you're saying it, because like anything that I'm working on, I like you could go to any studio and they'll do it for the money, you know what I'm saying? And they'll be like, oh yeah, that sounds good, but when you leave it sounds like booty cheeks, you know what I'm saying? They're like, you sound whack, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Your booty cheeks is not that bad.
You're right.
No, but
context matters.
Yeah, context matters. And then you might sound like monotone or like not confident. You never even knew that, because you can't really tell when it's you. So me, when they sound like just like bland, I'm like, hey, bro, I was like, say it with a little more confidence. I was like, let's redo it till you like say it with like con ganas, you know, with like, you know what I'm saying? And then they'll like get excited. They're like, okay, like I'm just a little nervous. I'm like, hey, bro, it's good. I got little bottles in my studio. I was like, let's take one shot together. Let's get the nerves out.
Get the wiggles out.
Yeah, get the wiggles out, because I know it's nerve-wracking getting in the studio, getting in the booth, and a lot of people get nervous meeting me and they think I'm gonna be like, but I'm like, I'm just like you, bro. I just want to make music. I want to help you, sound better. And then we just retake, and then they get confident, and then they're like, oh yeah, but anything that I'm working on, I want everyone to sound good, sound confident, and just like I want to bring the best out of every artist that I work with, even though like they might not ask for it, but they do appreciate it at the end, you know?
Oh,
for
sure.
I try not to be like too like, I don't want to be mean or anything. I push them too much, but they let me, thank God, but yeah,
they trust
you. I try to make everyone, bring the best out of everybody,
I think artists know that they have to have a guy in the chair who can say, that was good, but there's something missing. There's a way we can improve it. There's something else we can do.
Yeah,
and they want that too, most of them.
Yeah, because if it's coming from your homie's gonna tell you, bro, you sound like ass. Like, nah, I'm gonna tell you like, hey guy, like, let's redo it. You could probably like say it a little more better. Let's try again. You know, like that's all you need, someone to like really do that constructive criticism with you, you know, and help you, you know.
Someone you run with all the time is either going to be like, yes, this hits, or no, that's not it.
Yeah.
Versus a professional who, like, that's their job, their role is to make you sound the best.
Absolutely.
You're going to be able to say what you're missing here is confidence, what you're missing here is vibrato, what you're missing
exactly,
here is
exactly.
this, that.
Exactly. Yeah. And especially like everything that I work with, I want it to sound good, because then they're going to go on social media. They're gonna tag me in it, and if it sounds like booty cheeks, they're gonna be like, Dre did this. I'm like, I'm not gonna go to her. I'm like, nah, and I'm like, hey, nah, bro, you know, just like it's him, it's not me. But I was like, but so I want to bring the best out, just like for everybody. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah.
Is that how you eventually started packaging your own songs just in themselves? Is doing it for other artists first?
Yeah. Well, I always knew I could sing-ish. Mm-hmm. My mom told me, like, you can kind of sing. I hear you in the shower. I'm like, oh shit. And then one time I was like singing like on lunch, like at school, and then some of my friends were like, wait, you kind of like sound kind of good. I was like, oh shit. And then like I would just be by myself singing.
That's like compliments right there. Like, you sound kind of good.
I'm like, really? And then I would sing by myself, and I'm like, wait, I could just sing a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. And then I went up to my cousin. I was like, can I sing? And I started singing to her, and she was like, yeah, you sound really good. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, okay. And then like I started like, you know, I like to listen to not just like rap or anything, you know. I like to listen to like alternative stuff and like just like a little rock, little indie rock, pop, you know. So I started I've always been kind of writing since I was like 15, like low key to myself, all locked in my notes, you know. And then once I started learning how to engineer is when I started to make songs, and I was like, let me try it, like I want to do it, you know. And then it just came naturally. Honestly, like I love songwriting. I love it so much, you know, and I love making my own little music and stuff. And now that's like, it's not like a big part of me yet, like artist out there, but eventually, like I'll come with it, because I just do it like kind of like a side.
Yeah, but I mean, you have enough material to put on a good set.
I do.
A good 20, even 30 if you want.
I do. I'm about to come over here and do an open mic. I see you on the open mics. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I've always kind of wanted to do that. I ain't gonna lie, like do an open mic, and I think it would be so fire. But honestly, I love it. I love songwriting. I love making music myself, you know?
When you first got started, I mean, obviously you do everything yourself.
Yeah.
Were you alone in the studio?
Yeah, I have to be alone.
Yo, you have to be alone?
I have to be alone. It's crazy because, like, I help people, like, you know, take their nerves away. But when I'm surrounded by people, I'm like, oh, Dre, can you do a hook? I'm like, listen, you guys gotta leave because I get nervous, you know. But when all the songs that I've made, I just do it by myself, alone, like, you know, in the studio, all dark. But it's like,
all dark. Dude.
That's me.
That's me. You're by yourself.
Yeah, it's me. It's me. You know, like
yeah.
I have to be alone to make my music, you know. But
yeah,
that's when
Do you have like a regular recipe for like finding the inspiration for a beat? Like I was watching your video for Luxurious when you were explaining how you made that beat. I love those videos, by the way, where you like, come along with me for the ride. This is how we got here.
Yeah.
And you know, you start with a song that has a completely different sound. I mean, that's what samples are, right?
Yeah.
Taking a song and making it sound a little bit different by using a little piece of it.
Yeah.
But how does that come to you when do you listen to that first song and then think, yo, this could maybe be the foundation for something else?
Yeah.
Or do you have an idea first and then start looking for songs that fit it?
Yeah. I'll listen to, like, I'll hear a song, and then once I hear that song or a sample or whatever, I automatically know how I want to do it, you know? Like, I hear the drums, I already hear how I'm going to chop it up in my head, and I already, like, you know, like the waves and the way all that looks, I already see how everything looks in my head. And then I'm like, now I need to go and paint it on the software, you know? And then, so yeah, it's just like any sample could come, like any sample on the radio, whatever I'm listening to, like, if I hear it, I'll like, okay, that little loop, I'm gonna loop that. I know how I'm gonna make the drums. I already know how I'm gonna do it.
You got a little folder
it's just
up
crazy.
in here.
It's just crazy. Yeah, I just automatically hear it already in my head.
Stop fucking with these hoes. Go get you a bankroll.
What's good? This is Dre Still Poppin. This is Money Over Hoes by Stylo featuring Ezro The Philospher, produced by me and mixed and mastered by me at Extended Sound Studios.
Yeah, fuck being broke. Stack up that money, gotta go and get that dough. Don't you focus on no bitch, man, focus on your goals. Stop fucking with these hoes so we get a bankroll. Yeah, fuck being broke. Stack up that money, gotta go and get that dough. Don't you focus on no bitch, man, focus on your goals. Stop fucking with these hoes so we get a bankroll. I go to sleep and dream about it, wake up and I think about it. Money all around me, how the fuck am I not gonna be about it? Shit, this is all that I know. Gotta go and get this money, gotta get me a roll. When I'm rolling through my city, I ain't worried about hoes, but if I want some, I'ma get some. Yeah, you know who they've chose. That motherfucker still OG from that Q-town. And everywhere that I go, I put it down for the brown. People bitch, flip an ounce, move a brick, flip a house. It don't matter what you do, just get some money right now. Right now is what I tell you. Cause if not, what you gonna tell, dude? When the rent is due, you can't bring up no bullshit excuses in life. You gotta go get it, you gotta get it right. If you can't see what I see, might as well not have eyes. I made money making the habits, it's almost like a vice. Yeah, fuck being broke. Stack up that money, gotta go and get that dough. Don't you focus on no bitch, man, focus on your goals. Stop fucking with these hoes so we get a bankroll. Yeah, fuck being broke. Stack up that money, gotta go and get that dough. Don't you focus on no bitch, man, focus on your goals. Stop fucking with these hoes so we get a bankroll.
This for everybody that don't come from shit. Out here chasing blue streets, man, you could do this, just put your mind to it. Get that money and respect, everything comes next. Fuck this watch and this chain on my neck. Yeah, I got it, but it don't mean shit. Could have 10K on and you still be a bitch. Everything that make a man come from within. It's really how you take a loss and turn that shit into a win. Every day I wake up, grinding till my lungs stop. Never take a day off, that's why I'm a fucking boss. Countless times I see my mama cry. She been worried about a homicide and had to raise 6 kids in this fucking crazy life. Told her wipe them tears, we gon' be alright. One day we gon' be in them California heights with tequila and some Sprite on ice with a blunt in the sky. Cause you know we living life right.
Yeah, fuck being broke. Stack up that money, gotta go and get that dough. Don't you focus on no bitch, man, focus on your goals. Stop fucking with these hoes so we get a bankroll. Yeah, fuck being broke. Stack up that money, gotta go and get that dough. Don't you focus on no bitch, man, focus on your goals. Stop fucking with these hoes so we get a bankroll.
Baby, you're the only thing I run to when I want to get it wetter. Baby, you're the one that makes it better. I feel something out of nothing. Baby, you're the thing that has reasoning. You have meaning, girl, you lead it. Remember when I told you to go with me? You said relate to the city. How good it lies, the city lies, and how they nice, and how they shine. I get it, I get it. Yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck? She done fucked it up, she done fuck it up for me again. Told me we was lovers, I'm a lost boy like Peter Pan. Told me she would take me all the way back to Neverland. Shawty Captain hugging, got me hooked like a Papa's hands. Saying that she need me more than life, but I know you don't. Got me tryna leave, I'll be catch, but I'll go fucking ghost. Swear you the same bitch, you always do the fucking most. Always with that extra shit, I'll catch you in a home alone.
Okay, so which of the songs that you've been a part of has been the most successful? Because I have a guess for like the most popular, I guess is the way to say it.
Yeah.
And how big of a surprise was it? Did you expect it? Or you're like, hey, this one was okay, but I know it was like that?
Yeah,
I thought it was going to do like everything else, and then it kind of blew up.
Yeah. Probably the one I did for Acito, Do I? It's called Do I, and that it's crazy because one day randomly, so he's signed to a label here in Yakima. Actually,
really?
no one really knows, but the artist that the label is here in Yakima, and it's owned by his name's Young Six. So he's a local rapper too in Yakima.
Okay.
And he just has so many connections, ended up getting him. So Acito sometimes be in Yakima and he be in Seattle recording a lot. So he's over here a lot. So anyways, Young Six told Acito about me, because I was already working with Young Six before like he started blowing up and stuff. And then one day I got a DM from Acito and he was like, hey, like I need a pack, send one. And I was like, no. And I've been listening to this guy. I was literally just listening to his recent album and I was like, no way. And I literally told my cousin too before, I was like, I want to make a beat for this guy one day. And then I manifested it, and then he's in my DM and he's like, send a pack. And I was like, oh my God. And then so I sent like all like my recent stuff that I've done. And then I had that beat, Do I? And I just made it and I was like, but it's not really his style. Like, it's kind of slow. It's very simple. But it was the last one I sent in there. I just threw it in there last.
Just in case.
Just in case. Yeah. I was like, maybe he's feeling funky.
Just one of those. Roll the dice type
roll
moves.
the dice.
Yeah,
and then I forgot. Every time I send beats out to like a major artist, I try to forget about it because if I keep thinking about it, I'm going to go crazy.
For sure.
Okay, I don't know if they're going to like it, but let's just
find something else to work on.
No, because if not, I'm gonna be going crazy, And then I forgot about it, and then the next morning, he messaged me. He was like, "Send that Do I?" And I was like, "Huh?" I was like, "All right, I guess." And I sent it. We talked about it. Talked about the publishing and the numbers and stuff. And I was like, "Okay, we came to a deal." Boom, boom, boom. And then I forgot about it. Then finally, it dropped. Probably like 6 months later. And then I was like, okay. I was like, this is fire. I like it,
Do you hear it when everybody else hears it, or did they send you in advance?
He sent it to me before.
Yeah.
He sent it to me. So I've already had it for like 2 months before he dropped it. I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. Like, it's a little different from what he's normally done. And like his popular songs are more high energy. So I was like, this is cool. But I mean, hopefully it does well. I'm just happy to be a part of his, album or whatever. And then, months roll by. That song is now his number one song.
Okay.
On Apple Music.
Yeah.
And I was like, no way. And we messaged each other probably like a few months ago, and we're like, we never himself never expected it to go up like that, but people just gravitated towards it. The sample, the way he's rapping, it's just so different from everything he's done, and it just blew up. It's my number one most streamed like song. I think right now it's almost at 10 million.
Sheesh.
Yes, it's crazy, and I'm like, wow, it's just crazy. We both never expected that at all. Coming from that, and that was the last beat that I sent. It was just like, what?
Do you think that there's maybe a little bit of like randomness to the market and to the audience of what's gonna blow up? Like, you can't create anything being like, this is gonna be the next number one.
You never know. Honestly, now after that, I've learned. I was like, honestly, like, you never know what people are gonna like now, or what people are gonna gravitate towards. They're gonna hear something like, wait, that's kind of cool. Like, this is new. They want something fresh, something different sometimes. And now when I send beats out, I'm like, it's not their vibe, but I'm gonna send it because they might like it, and then it might be something that we never know what it's gonna be,
Yeah, you never know what it'll inspire.
You never know, and obviously the audience too. Like they, they'll like something.
So how do you pick now? Like when you make songs for yourself, do you specifically make those beats with the mood or the theme of the album or the project you want to make, or you're like, oh, nobody bought these, but I'm still kind of feeling them?
Yeah.
Or do you ever make one and you're like, oh, I know I made this for MC Boo Boo over here, but I kind of want it because it fits the vibe of Hot Girl Summer Part 5 or whatever.
Yeah, I be doing that. I be making beats and I'm like, wait, this is kind of, and I'm like,
let me make a different one for him. He won't know.
Yeah, I'll start like humming something. I'm like, and then I catch a little good melody and I'm like, damn, I can't send this to them. I gotta be a little selfish right now. But then I was like, and I think that too. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna tuck this away from me, and then I'm gonna make another one. But then what if that other one's fired too? I'm like, dang. Like I'm just tucking it off for me. But no, yeah.
How many have you regretted selling or leasing out, and you're like, I should have kept that one? Not that the artist didn't do good with it or whatever, but you hear it later and you're like, I would have fucked that one up. I would have rocked that shit. You know,
I had a different idea for it. I wish I could still pursue type mindset.
Yeah. I don't know which one. I feel like there was one.
I mean, yeah, you don't have to name it.
Recent.
If there's.
But it does happen to you.
Yeah, it does happen to me. Yeah, I think because sometimes I sell like, I might have songs with just hooks on them, and I never figured out how to do the verse or anything. I just have hooks.
Me and you were talking before that. You said everything you wanted to say on the hook.
Yeah, like
so you had nothing left for the verse.
I have nothing left. And then I was like, but it's a solid hook. And then so I'll sometimes I'll sell them with like a good deal. Like, I made the beat. I have a hook on it. You already have a song structure. Boom, you just write your verses.
Fill in the blanks.
You know, and then sometimes I'll sell them and then. But there's some that I sold and I'm like, dude, I should never fucking sold those fucking songs. Because now I'm here. There's some people that'll come up to me like, you know that song with so-and-so and you're featured on it? Like, you should have kept it. Like, you should have added a verse to it. It's so good, like your hook. And I'm like, damn. And recently happened too. I had a session with an artist and he's like, you should have kept it. And I was like, dude,
you just had to
shut
let it cook
up.
a little
Don't
longer.
even tell me.
I was like, I know. It's just because like during the time I'm like, oh yeah, I'll gather up some and I'll send it to you. And now I hear, I'm like, damn, that shit was a good hook, dude. I was like, I should have kept that for Hot Girl Summer. Damn it. Yeah, but fuck it.
Tell me, you know the expression, like, oh, that's a bar. You hear something that is like good or it touches you or like that's clever. Tell me what non-hip-hop or rap or R&B song that you heard a line in that song, a lyric in the song, and you're like, oh, that's a fucking bar.
Yeah.
If you want a second to think, I'll tell you mine.
Yeah, go for it.
There's a band called Queens of the Stone Age. They have this song where he's like, I want to be your one and only, not just your only one. And at first I'm like, he's saying the same shit. That's what. But then like I'm like, oh wait, oh shit, that's fucking deep.
Yeah, that's fire.
You know?
Yeah.
And yeah, so I was like, oh shit, that's a bar because I didn't. It was so. I mean, I think maybe I was going through my divorce at the time or whatever.
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
it sat with me so heavy that I'm like, that's a fucking bar.
That's a bar. I've been listening to a lot of Billie Eilish's new album.
Okay.
Yeah.
So fire,
yeah.
but
She's got bars.
Yeah, she got bars.
I heard she got some nasty.
No, she got some
get
shit.
between the legs type bars.
No, she got some shit. She got some nasty shit.
She started talking about the women on this album, which I like.
She opened it up.
Yeah, like to hear it.
What is it? I think it was what is it? Wildflower, I think. Mm-hmm. Where she I don't know necessarily if it's what bar, but when she starts talking about like she's breaking girl code. You know, like she's like with a guy and she's like, but I see her. So she was best friends with that guy's ex, and now she's with the man now. And then when she says, but I see her in the back of my mind all the time. And I'm like, that's deep.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's crazy. Like, you're with that person, but you remember your friend, you just broke the girl code and you see her in the back of your mind all the time. And I'm like, dude, that's deep. Like, I'm like, damn, like, it's just crazy. But yeah.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Also, tell us maybe an artist or a song or a genre that people would be surprised to hear that you listen to. I mean, I know you said some indie rock, but is there anything else that people like? If your mom heard you listening to something, she'd be like, for real? What?
You tell you're a homie and they're like, oh shit, you listen to them?
Yeah. I listen to, what is it? I like the 80s a lot. I like the 80s. I like Bryan Adams.
Okay.
Yeah.
Respect.
I love, that's like my go-to karaoke right there.
Okay.
Oh.
Heaven is like my go-to karaoke.
That's a good song.
Has to be. And then, was it Summer of 69?
Yeah.
Had to, because 69, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
Represents.
Yeah, you know? Yeah.
It's a good song.
Yeah, but, I like Bryan Adams a lot. I like, who else? Leanne Rimes, too.
Oh, yeah.
I love her. Reminds me of like Coyote Ugly. I don't know if you guys see
Yeah. That's the first thing I thought of.
Don't let them.
The whole movie was her trying to get that song fucking goes.
So fire.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I think that's like the 90s though, but still fire. Like I love it. Like me and my mom, we always used to watch Coyote Ugly, and that's what she got me into LeAnn Rimes. And, so shout out to my mom. My mom's the one that got me like into the 80s, and I have like a whole playlist of the 80s and stuff. Billy Ocean. I love Billy Ocean too. Like he's fire. But yeah, I listen to a lot of 80s too. Like I like it a lot, you know.
Is there a plan for like a full length Dre Still Poppin album, solo album?
Maybe
eventually.
Sure, probably eventually.
I guess also, are you open for collabs or features if
Yes.
somebody wants a Dre Still Poppin hook?
Literally anybody. Just hit me up. Anybody. I don't like, what is it?
Be Cash App ready.
Yeah, a little Cash App ready. But you know, if it's fire, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, dude, this is just so sick. I want to be a part of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so like I can't even knock it. Like, it's so sick. Like, I want to be a part of whatever you got going on. So I'm literally open to anything. I can hop on literally anything. Like, it's stripped down guitar. Give me on some rock shit. Give me on some West Coast. Like, I can do whatever. I'll sing it too.
Do you think you have a specific style? I know you tailor make beats and you just have all sorts of different sounds on your, what do you do? SoundClick soundtracks? What are your sound lab? Where do you sell your beats?
Where do I sell my BeatStars?
Oh, BeatStars. I'm sorry. I was gonna get to it eventually.
Yeah.
One of the beat blanks.
One of the beat.com. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess also, let's real quick let everybody know your ats and where they could find if they need you for studio time, recording time, a feature, a beat, a hook.
You can find me on Instagram at no, that's wrong. You can find me at Dre.StillPoppin. And then if you want studio time, you can hit me on at Extended Sound Studios. But if you follow me on Instagram at the Dre Still Poppin one, you'll find it in the bio, and you just click it and it'll go straight to it. If you want to get in ASAP and work with me, there is a number in the contact info, and just hit that number and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Whether it's features, beats, anything you need from me, just hit me on there and I'll get back to you. I'm open to anything, to anybody, you know? I'm a neutral person too. You know what I'm saying?
So have you met any other or have any sort of relationships with other female producers or engineers, or are you alone?
I'm alone.
Yeah.
I read a statistic that it's like producers in general, there's a very small percentage that are women.
Yeah,
it's an egregiously low percent.
Yeah, I've met like through like DM, like a random producer girl followed me from like Cali, and like, but that's about it. Like, I don't know anyone like here locally, anyone in Washington. Like, I don't know anybody that's really doing it, you know, like, or not even doing it, just a producer that's a female, you know. But I have like, you know, it's just pure dudes.
Yeah.
They're cool too, you know.
Yeah.
They're alright.
We're okay.
Cool for dudes.
But yeah, I don't know anybody, like literally not even in Seattle. I don't know, you know.
Right. Well, okay. Well, I guess if there are any, I don't know. I don't know if we have any female listeners.
Yeah.
But if you were to be able to talk to young women or young girls who are interested in hip hop or making music or singing, what would you tell them, or what would you tell the 15-year-old version of you?
Damn, everybody made me cry, fool.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I say anything is possible. I was like, if you want to do music, it might be out of the norm for, like, you know, society. I don't know.
For civilians.
For civilians, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it might be like a little like unnormal, like, you know, your parents want to see you do this and that. And then if you really like music, I say just go for it. You really have nothing to lose to try it out. And I think just try it. That's all you can do is just try to do it.
Actually, also to kind of just stick on the theme, have you ran into much like disrespect or people's expectations of you being different because you don't have balls?
Like in what way? Like, what do you mean?
Do you get looked at differently because you're a woman?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, or they think you don't know what you're doing. You're just like, this girl. Yeah, let me show you.
Girls can't make beats.
You use FL, bro.
No, yeah. When I first was, we had like this little studio with one of my cousins, and that's when we started. I started learning about the studio life ish, we had a little studio that we ran in like his little shed and stuff, and we would have people come and I'd be making beats and stuff, and they'd come in. They're like hard, like some gangster fools or whatever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, what are you doing here? And I'm like, oh, I make beats. And then my cousin's like, yeah, she makes all the beats. She's fucking sick. Yeah. You know? And then they're like, nah, this ain't it. Like, this ain't it. And I'm like, what do you mean this ain't it? And I was like, I made it. And like, they do not believe it at all. Like, they did not believe it at all. And I was like, what the fuck? And like, my cousin got like really like upset about it. He's like, you can just go, you know, like if you're gonna be like disrespectful.
Real one.
Yeah. Shout out to my cousin Ivan, R.I.P. too. R.I.P. my cousin. R.I.P. Yeah. So he like say you have to go, you know, like, and I was like, damn. I was like, people really be like, when I first like didn't have like Instagram or nothing like that, they would just be like hating, you know, and then. Even like this,
they thought Dre was for Andre.
Yeah, exactly. For her, they're like, what the heck? And then this other like, kind of, there's like a producer in Yakima that he had like a couple placements like under his belt, and I thought he was kind of cool, you know. And then he came to the studio, like my cousin Ivan invited him, and he just like looked at me like I wasn't shit, you know. Yeah. And I thought we were gonna connect. So I was like, cool, like. Never met another producer. It was my first time meeting another producer in Yakima. I was so excited, and he just like looked over me like I wasn't shit. He's, you know, and I was like, whatever.
And you can tell, like being a woman like in an industry where it's like, you know, like there's a certain perception when you walk into the room and you get looked at a certain way, and you know.
Yeah,
shit.
Like you're already lost. Like I don't even know why I tried.
I can't even fight it at this point.
Yeah, but it's like nowadays. Now that fool hits me up sometimes. And I'm like, I gotta, you know, give you the cold shoulder because
like
I'm
interesting.
Sorry.
How that
you know, like if you would just showed like, you know, showed love when I was down. If you didn't show love when I was down, like you don't deserve it when I'm up. I'm sorry.
Tell him.
You know what I'm saying? I'll
he'll
be
still
respectful.
tell people, oh, I knew her back then.
Yeah, and I'll be respectful too and civil, like, oh, what's up, bro? Like, you know, and every time I see him on the street or a Safeway or something, like, I'll be respectful, but I'm sorry, you know, like, I remember how you treated me, you know what I'm saying? And I looked up to you at one point. You know,
good for you.
You know what I'm saying?
Good for you.
Thank you, Dre Still Poppin.
Thank you guys.
Is there any parting words or last shout outs you want to give?
A shout out to you guys. Like shout out to you. I know you've been hitting me up, and I've been slacking on my DMs.
Well, I mean, you're busy, and again, we're lucky to have you here. But it's also a blessing to be so busy, you know.
No, hey, it is a blessing. Thank you, God. But I appreciate you guys just showing interest and showing love. I know,
you're dope.
You know, showing love to my music and what I do, and you guys like, you know, really support me, and I appreciate it. It goes 1,000 miles.
But this is Miguel with
Karlee
and Dre Still Poppin.
Dre Still Poppin. Let's go.
Thanks
Shout
again.
out to you guys. Thank you.
Good night.